Least favorite tattoo?
Just to clarify, I have 85 tattoos, so that's very hard.
Really?
Yeah.
85?
I count them all. I'm a pain in the
Damn, I would count them too.
Shit.
Well, look, I'm going to ask you,
I'll come
your
back.
least and, I'm going to list your least and your favorite and most painful. So while you're scanning over the body, you've got those 3 questions, all right?
Okay. All right. Honestly, the problem is that whenever you get new ones, they become your favorite.
Right.
Like, I just got this dog just finished healing, like, probably a week ago. I got that, like, a month ago.
Gotcha.
Like, that in the April.
That's cool.
But I love the dog now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh, this is definitely my favorite. But it always changes, like, every single time. The one I don't like the most, I don't know, I'm in the middle with stuff. I actually had one removed on my chest. That was definitely, I hated that one. Right now, it's the snake. Because there's nothing else there.
Right.
Right, in my mind, it's just seeing this big blotch on my hand, and there's nothing surrounding it, but the tattoo itself is actually really dope.
Yep.
The most painful one?
Yep.
Kneecaps.
Right.
Yep. I have 2 big X's over my kneecaps, and it's just the outline. I've never tapped out from a tattoo. I have my elbow done, my whole hand done, some of my neck, and he did the outline, and I literally was like, please stop. Like, I'm done. I can't handle this pain.
I'm a 6'4" giant, but I cannot handle this.
Dude, no. I mean, I have to get them filled in at some point because they're supposed to be filled, but that pain was definitely, like, by far the worst. Jeez. Other than that, I'd say, like, the inner wrist.
Really? Inner wrist?
Yeah, I've heard people be like, dude, it was nothing, but I'm also one of those people that, like, people are like, oh, the hand is horrible, and I'm like, dude, I tattooed over my actual knuckles.
Yeah.
Like, the hand was easy.
Yeah.
The hand was a walk in the park.
Everyone's just different. What about your first tattoo?
It was the one I had on my chest that I got removed.
How old were you when you got that?
I was like 18 or 19.
What was it?
It was a big flower.
Right.
Yeah.
What was 18-year-old Mike thinking when that happened?
I don't know. I was like, oh, I'm gonna tap my whole body, which I am, but I was just excited to get one, and I was like, oh, this would be cool. And I'll start on my chest, like no one can see it, because my parents are very conservative. Which now they're very accepting because they have no choice. Yeah, they have no choice. But I was like, all right, I'll get on my chest. Like, my parents won't see it. Like, it won't be visible. No worries, no worries. I got it, and like, I wanted something small, and it was like this big.
Jeez.
And I was like, it was like my whole pec, and I was like, all right, now that's there.
Yep.
Not a fan. And a couple years went by, and realized I was like, yeah, I gotta get this.
Because that's really there. Like when you take off your shirt, when you're at home, guys that don't have shirts on a lot, like showers and stuff, and cruise around, like you're really looking at it, you know?
Oh yeah, after a while, like the hatred for it just slowly built up, and I was like, because I'd rather do like I'm very like not OCD but very particular, and I like symmetrical things. So I'd rather do like a symmetrical chest piece that kind of comes up through the whole thing versus like splotchy randomness.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, so I was just like, hey, and I mean that was definitely the worst pain I've ever been in.
The removal?
Oh my god.
That was more painful than the knees?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, it was borderline almost the same, but it was horrible because it's a different pain. It's like every little zap is like a bee sting, and for a tattoo that big, that's a lot of zaps.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's a lot of zaps.
Yeah, it's a lot of zaps.
All right, what's the plan for the rest of the body? Like, do you have a vague idea of a general outline?
I have a bunch on my legs. Honestly, right now I'm trying to finish my arms. Yep. Because the thing is, like, I'm doing it's called like a traditional sleeve, which is like nothing touches. Everything has some gap in between, basically. Yep. But it's black and white, so it's not like traditional tattoos.
Got ya.
So it takes a lot longer than people that are just like, oh, I'm gonna do this with all this shading and all of this. You know what I'm saying? You know.
For sure.
Guys, we know what we're talking about. But like, that is so much easier because they can fill like the whole part of the arm versus piecing them all together.
Right.
So honestly, I'm finishing the arms and like the hands probably.
Yep.
Just getting some on my legs, and then once I get kind of most of this done, I'll start doing the chest and the back.
Yep. Dude, how are you gonna like? I mean, what are we doing? What are we talking about here? Like, how crazy are we getting? Like,
we're doing the jugular.
Jeez.
I'm not gonna do my full neck because that's when you get the floating head look if you do the sides. So I'm doing some these 2 Roman leaves, kind of like this necklace that kind of go up around the sides, and then some text that goes across the throat.
Do you know what it would say yet?
Yeah, I just don't want to tell them.
You're right. It does look like a floating neck.
Yeah, you look like a floating head if you do
Like Ollie Sykes from
Dude, I love Ollie Sykes.
He's awesome, but like he's got a floating head.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Or even the people that tattoo up through their chin too. Like, I don't want to look like a floating head.
If you like what you saw, make sure you check out some of our other videos right here, and also be sure to subscribe to our channel right here for new videos coming out every week.